Good evening. The news gang is here, and tonight Kimwarer Dam is dimmed and Aurora is roaring back. But does the money go down the drain? And just how many eggs are on how many faces? The handshake candidate in Kibra, did you hear that? You have to take that from Maina Commander for it. And yes, also tonight we have the Punguza Mzigo push, and we're asking 5 counties down, 42 to go. Is the Mzigo getting any lighter? And by the way, is it the 3 men at the IBC who will run the referendum if we get there? We'll also have the take, the memo, the punchline, the kicker, and the angle.
And before we get to our topic today, Joe, before you introduce that, I mean, I think we have to take a moment and talk about the young boy on the rooftop ranting and raving and throwing cuss word after cuss word. I think the only words I did not flinch were and, or, the, is there. Mm-hmm. But everything else was something. Who would like to go first?
I think I'm a young parent, so let me go first. It's unfortunate. It's terribly unfortunate. And this is symptomatic of a bigger problem. And it also shows that as parents, probably we need to change tact. We need to look at it better, because where did this young man learn all these words, all these things? And even more distressing is that this young man is on Instagram, and this is where he's posting all that. 1, there's a parental issue there. Number 2, there's a serious psychological issue with that young man. And 3, that guy has a societal, is showing us that there's a societal problem.
Absolutely.
So I wouldn't blame him per se.
So for you, it's a parenting issue.
It's a parenting issue.
And
it's
you can relate, especially because you're a young parent.
I can.
Okay, Jamila.
I have children his age, preteens and teenagers, and I realized something, that children don't grow up in a vacuum. They pick up what they see around them, even when they're learning to talk, walk, how to behave, how to talk to people, greet some, when an adult comes in, you stand up and say hello. You know, such things they learn through what they see. And it worries me and it saddens me to some extent, because of what this now will have as an effect going forward to this young boy. Because now, 1, he's gotten fame that is clearly not in a good way. Everyone knows who he is, and they'll always be associated with that. Number 2, how will it affect his relationship with others around him, especially those who know him, his classmates, maybe teachers, neighbors? I wouldn't be surprised if some parents say, I don't want him to play with my children anymore, interact with them in any way, and he's too young to be going through something like this. And that really worries me as a parent.
Okay.
Really, really.
Linus?
I'm a parent, and I was very saddened by that video atop the roof. And my own take is, look, when a child grows without guidance, that is likely to happen. When a child enjoys so much more power than their age, then there is an imbalance right there. I mean, kids are born and brought up in a way that is matching their age. No child has ever been born and they start, for example, asking for a remote control when they're still in their in the baby cot. It's a stage. And when you look at this boy, he's speaking with so much authority, so much power in his hands, so unguided, because I think parenting is departing and moving away from what should not change, which is there should be adults and should be children, and that arrangement has to be respected. The adults must guide the children. When they don't, this is what happens.
For me, I think it speaks to the attitude we have as a society towards children. I think that if you saw the comments that people had on Twitter, at some point actually it became like a joke. People were making all manner of comments that to me did not underscore the seriousness of this. And I'm reminded of a quote by the late Nelson Mandela, who said that there can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than how it treats its children.
For me, it's a verse that my mother read every day from Proverbs, and you would know the specific chapter and verse. Teach a child the way in which he should grow, and when he is old, he will never depart from it.
Wow.
Oh, wow.